Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our carpool chat. Oh, that's a cute name. I might have to call like a little segment thing that. Anyway, so moving on. Welcome back. This week is 35 weeks. But I'm filming this today because I just had my doctor's appointment, and the boys are doing okay. They didn't really do like their measurements and everything like that. We just did their heartbeats. Their heartbeats are great. Unfortunately, Micah is still in breech position, which means that his feet are down and his head is like towards my rib cage. So with that being said, we are gonna have to do a C-section, but we did schedule it. It's gonna be November 21st, which is the week of Thanksgiving. I told y'all. She wanted it to be 38 weeks, and lo and behold, it's 38 weeks. So that is on a Tuesday, I think 3 weeks away. And now I'm going to be coming in weekly for my doctor's appointment. So instead of filming and putting my updates on Friday, I'm probably just going to do it after my doctor's appointment like I am today. Except the next appointment I have is next week on Wednesday, because she's going to be on vacation. My doctor takes a hell of a lot of vacations, but hey, if I'm making bank like she does, I would be too. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. We're going to have a C-section, which makes me nervous, but it's also probably going to be a lot easier and harder on me at the same time. I say easier because I don't have to actually push out two babies. They're literally just coming in, and it's considered like an operation since you have to go like into the ER. They have to cut you open. Everything has to be sterilized, blah, 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 blah. Let me move this down here a little bit. Whoop. Yeah, better? Maybe. I'm sorry if it's shaky because I'm holding my phone and stuff. So, but what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, we know the date, but we don't know what time it is. I guess we'll find out next week and be able to talk about it more. From what our ultrasound tech person told us is that we will, okay, pregnancy brain. No, we will, go in, like, for whatever time, and then what was most important that I asked her was, which baby is going to be born first, because I already know which one is which based like on their personalities at this point, and then also their positioning. So I didn't know whether if it was different for it being a C-section rather than vaginal birth. But from what she said, no matter what, they're going to take twin A, which is Micah, because he is the lowest to my cervix. So when they make the incision, he's going to be the baby that's right there, while Levi, twin B, is further like up here. Like his head is like right here. Woo! Sorry, that had some heartburn in it. I had some spaghetti today. Oh, it was delicious. But that was my first sign of heartburn. But yeah, so that's basically what's going on there. Is that no matter what, Micah's going to be born first. Because I was super nervous if they were going to take Levi and then we named the wrong baby the wrong name. And I'm just like, oh no. And then for the rest of their lives, I'll be like, that wasn't supposed to be your name. But, yeah. So Levi is going to be born second. Is as if I was naturally giving birth. And Micah's going to be born first. So that makes me happy, but I am going to get confirmation from her next appointment that that's going to be going on, because today everybody was running behind. My doctor's appointment was like 9:45 this morning, and we didn't leave until like noon, 12:30. So yeah, everything was just behind and rushed and da-da-da. I got my DTaP, which is diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, which is good, of course, with pertussis for the babies. So I got that vaccination today. That one didn't hurt at all. I didn't actually feel it. It was just like, boop, and done. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet, I'll take it. Other than that, something that kind of scared me was over the weekend, I thought my mucus plug had come out, because what was it, yesterday, sorry, it was like there was a frog on my windshield, it looked like, for a second, but it was a leaf. I had mucus discharge, but it had blood in it. I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of alarming. And then once like that was out, I didn't have any more. And then this morning I just had like clear mucus and everything like that. I'm like, okay, well, that's an indication. And then also yesterday, after the discharge had happened, I had cramps, and it felt like I had some contractions like in my lower abdomen where the incision will be made, but they weren't consistent. Like, I was timing them to see like, okay, well, am I going to be going into labor or not? None of that happened. It just hurt. And I also felt it was like pulling or like hitting or like messing with a nerve in my left leg. So when I would be walking, car passing by, when I'd be walking, I'd have to like stop because I'm like, ooh, it hurts and I can't move, or it like make me look funny while I was walking. And talked to her about that, and the reason that happened was because we had sex, and what had happened is that my husband had hit my cervix, and since my cervix was disrupted, is what she called it, it released that mucus and with like a little bit of blood. So she's like, just be careful. And the other mucus was just my body replacing itself, because there's a barrier of mucus between like my cervix, the uterus, all of that. So she explained that that's basically what happened and why that happened. And because my cervix was disturbed, that caused my body's natural reaction was to have a few contractions, but we weren't actually like going into labor. But she says that we just need to be careful, that way we don't go into preterm labor. So that has been going on, but I feel like my hips are really spreading because they've been sore all weekend, and I'm really starting to get tired. I'm really starting to get winded, and it's at the point to where I basically need to like not do much, if anything. So, but there's only 3 weeks left. I am super excited and super nervous about it. There's like weird fuzzies on my phone. I'm excited because I'm like, ooh, I know when they're coming. I know that we're going to meet them. Yay. But then I'm nervous because I'm like, ooh, I don't want the recovery to be really bad, especially with there being 2 babies instead of 1 baby. And then also, I'm probably like weird for thinking this way, but I kind of wonder like, well, is that going to be traumatic for the babies? Because it's like natural birth, it all like your body naturally processes that and makes it happen. Where here, that's not happening. It's like man making it happen, you know? So, car pass. So, yeah, that's kind of something I've been thinking about today. And I probably sound like a crazy person, like, who thinks of these things? Like, the babies don't know, but what if they do? What if they don't? Like, if that has an effect on them or something. But, yeah, I'm probably just going crazy, so I'm, like, leaving that thought alone. I might talk with my husband about it to be like, babe, am I crazy for thinking this way? But, yeah, obviously, like, it gets done every day. Millions of babies are born just fine that way. So, I really don't have anything to worry about. But next week, we're going to take the measurements, look at them, and then she's going to talk to me more in depth about it, because she knows I am a little uneasy about having a C-section, only because it is a new experience. I am worried about the recovery, especially since my husband isn't getting paternity leave. I'm just going to be at home by myself with both of them. And yeah, so we have a lot to figure out as far as like our daily lives, because we still have to bring Devin to school. We have to pick Devin up from school, all of these things like that. He still has to go to work. So we're going to figure all of that out. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. That's what my doctor said. And I will be posting some more fun videos, I guess, during this week, as well as some other topics that might want to be covered, like being plus size and pregnant, what it's like having one baby versus two babies, since I've had both experiences, stuff like that. Well, I will see y'all in my upcoming videos. Have a great day. Bye.